So greetings from Pennsylvania once again. It's still the holiday season. I'm enjoying my Christmas break from teaching and things like that. But today we're here in Cumberland County, here in Pennsylvania, at Colonel Denning State Park. We're going to hike what's called the Flat Rock Trail. It takes us out to a pretty cool overlook. I was here years ago, maybe 6-7 years ago. I hiked this trail. I kind of remember it being longer than I thought it would be, but it's only like 2.5 miles out to the overlook, then you gotta come back. So we're gonna do that today. I was reminded of it recently. My friend Dave hiked this not too long ago, so we're gonna tackle this one today. Something else I want to look for too. I'll talk about that in a moment. But they have a map up here. You got a whole sign for it here, Flat Rock Trail. Oh yes, they say about 2.2 miles. Give some mileages there. Old spring houses. We'll talk about those. There's something cool about that location. But yeah, here's a map. So we're parked here. We're gonna make our way up the mountain and then out that way to the overlook. You can kind of take a trail back to a different trail. We'll see. All right, let's get going. Oh, looks like we got steps already. I think they redid parts of this trail recently too. Yeah, so here it says 2.5. This 2.5 mile hiking trail leads to a scenic overlook. Yeah, everybody has different numbers for it. Even here within the park. Yeah, so roughly 2.5 miles. You can see the morning sun. That's the mountain we gotta climb up there. Then cross like a little valley to another mountain, which is actually the same mountain. I'll talk about that in a little bit. There's a kind of a unique feature here. We're in an area called Dublin Gap. Not too many people in the parking lot, or cars in the parking lot, so we'll see. Maybe we'll get the overlook to ourselves. But there's something I want to look for at the overlook too. Oh, hold on a second, there's a tree down right here. So my eye doctor, Dr. Shuk, from Ephrata Family Eye Care, best place in the world to get your eyes checked. I'll put a plug in for them, but he knows I do this kind of stuff. Well, you know, I work with homeschool students and stuff, and I've taught all 5 of his kids now. The last 2 are a set of twins that I loved having in class. But they graduated last year. But they do, as a family, they do hiking and stuff too. And every time I go there to get my eyes checked every year, we talk about different places. And he mentioned, last time he mentioned this place. So it said something about there being maybe like a cave or some kind of rock shelter underneath the overlook. So we'll check that out. And just like that, we have the options here: the preferred route or the challenging route. I think I'm just gonna go this way. I think I've been both ways. I only went out to Flat Rock once, but I've been out here for different reasons too, which we'll talk about later when we get to those spring houses. Some neat history there. Yeah, so coming up is the reason I think they call this the challenging route. We got a squirrel over there in the woods. Yeah, you come up to a dirt road here. Oh, we got, that's right, some big truck trying to make it up or down the mountain. But anyway, they call this the jack brakes. Yeah, because they have a steep uphill here on this dirt road, which is actually not too bad, but these will take us up to those spring houses. All right, we made it up. There's the spring houses. There's 2 there. I thought maybe there was another one here. Almost looks like something changed here. Anyway, made up that steep incline. But yeah, somewhere around here was a rock shelter in the past. I know explorers vary quite a bit. Looks like there's some spots that could have been, but things have changed. I've also read that where these springs are currently is where the rock shelter used to be, maybe too. But as you can see, things have changed around here. But that rock shelter has a cool story to it. Yeah, so I filmed here in the past. Going back to the late 1700s, early 1800s, there was a guy named David Robber Lewis. His middle name wasn't really Robber, he just took on that because that's what he did, he robbed people. And one of his hideouts was up here. It was a rock shelter that had like a spring coming out of it, so that's why I think it might have been. I don't know, it's hard to say, things have changed around here. But yeah, this is one of his hideouts here in this valley. Doubling Gap it's called. It's called that because the mountain kind of doubles in on itself and makes like a valley. Almost like think of like a slot canyon out west. It's kind of what this valley is. Yeah, I had a picture from like it was a black and white picture, so it was probably from like the 30s or 40s or something, but it showed the rock shelter still visible and a bunch of people like sitting on top of it and stuff, so it looks like there could have been something up there, or even over there, I'm not sure. It could be, you know, filled in, you know, the hillsides erode over the years, but anyway. Or like I said, you know, the story said it has spring coming out, so who knows, but there's not even any rocks around here, so unless they just totally changed the area. I don't know. Actually, yeah, I'm not sure there's some rocks up there. Anyway, we'll let that go. Our trail goes up this way, so. But yeah, the legend of David Robber Lewis. Still alive in these hills. But up, and up we go. I think we reconnect with the main, or the preferred route. I think joins right up here. I see a sign up there. We're still on the challenging route. Which, to be honest, isn't too bad. A little more steeper is what I would say. Yeah, here you go. Because that's, if we'd taken the preferred route, we would come this trail right here. All right, 1.5 miles. So we've already come a mile. It doesn't quite feel like that, but all right, getting close to the top here too. The top is right up there. About to make our final push to the top, but we're definitely gaining an elevation. But yeah, this is one of those. This is that gap. See that mountain over there? That's also this mountain here that we're standing on. To make sense, that mountain goes out that way, then curves back this way, what we're on, and then it goes out this way and curves back this way. And the overlook is actually on that other part, so it kind of makes this, it doubles back on itself. It does that several times right here in this area. It's neat to look at it like on a topographic map. Kind of just an interesting feature. It's kind of interesting, like you'd think that's a whole other mountain chain over there, but it's the same mountain we're on here. Not the same spot, but the same mountain. And of course there's always a plane flying overhead right when I want to film. But anyway. Oh, I think I see the top. They do have these like rock steps here. Alright, well I was wrong. We're not quite at the top yet. Alright. False summit. So we still have to go up there. It's not terribly far yet, but alright. I'll get back in touch with you when we are at the true top. All right, time to put in the dramatic music. Well, not really, but here we are, top. And another plane flying overhead. We're not too far from Harrisburg, so there's an airport there. Whew. I think up here is what they call the wagon wheel. There's like 5 trails that all intersect right here at the top. Yeah, there's the one we're on, the Flat Rock Trail. Oh, here it says only 1 mile to Colonel Denny. These mileage numbers are wrong. There's a trail there, the Tuscarora Trail, the Woodburn Trail. Our trail continues that way. The Lehman Trail, the Warren Trail, so trails everywhere. But yeah, we're gonna stick with this one right here. All right, but I'm just gonna take a quick little break, crack open a Propel, and get some hydration. It's not a terribly warm day, but you do heat up. I am sweating when you come up that mountain, so. All right, but that is the trail we're headed on, and that ridge up in the distance, that's where we're headed. Yeah, these mileage numbers out here are way off. Well, maybe not way off, but like this says Overlook 1 mile. If you look back, that sign it pointed out, it says Colonel Denning 1 mile. Well, that makes the trail 2 miles. You know, whereas at the bottom, well, one sign it says it's 2.2 miles. The other sign says 2.5 miles, but according to this, it's only 2 miles. So these numbers are just kind of off. And once again, that's the same mountain over there. Like that mountain, it kind of does like an S curve, comes back this way. Sorry, I'm turning fast. It swings around and comes back. That one over there is the same one too. Just kind of doubles in on itself several times. All right, so we have like a little shallow valley to cross down here and make our way up there to the Overlook. And we got to check, see if we can look for maybe that cave or that rock shelter. That may or may not be there. We'll see. I'm gonna look for it, as long as it's not too dangerous up there to do so. And they do have a shelter over here. I think this is for the Tuscarora Trail, just like they have shelters on the Appalachian Trail. You can through hike the Tuscarora Trail. It ends up here in Pennsylvania, but I think it goes all the way down into Virginia. So, but the typical, it has that typical look, the typical AT shelter. Yeah, the wagon wheel shelter. Yeah. All right. Nice little spot. We're headed to the Overlook. A little bit more snow up here too, at least on the trail. Yeah, we've got a sign here. This area under surveillance. This area has been cleaned by the community. All evidence will be used to prosecute individuals to the fullest extent of the law. So they must have had some problems out here with people doing, I'm not sure what. I mean, it's not the easiest to get back here, unless there's an easier way somewhere else. You know, from outside the park to getting down here. I don't know. Not sure what was going on though. Maybe there's some trail cams out here. It's a nice little spot though. I think there's a bridge up here. I think this is called Wildcat Run. Yeah, anyway, that's just what's come to mind. Yeah. So I think we're at the bottom of the valley now. And we'll start making our way up the other side. Yeah, I've seen those kinds of signs before, but usually at places that were not too far from a road. You know, they kind of became a party spot. There's lots of spray paint, broken bottles and stuff. But we're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere, so I'm not really sure what was going on back here. If you know, you can say something in the comments. Just kind of curious what was happening back here. It's not the easiest. So if you take the designated trails, it's not the easiest place to get to. Like I said, once again, maybe, you know, they're coming in from a spot off private property to the side or something. Yeah, now our trail's going back up again. Closing on the last, what are you gonna call it, the Overlook, last stretch. There you go. Heading into the sun. Yeah, so making our way up, up, up again. Not as steep as the other section was. Getting a workout today though. Yeah, so almost there. Just take a little break. My glasses are fogging up a little bit, which is kind of annoying when you're trying to walk up snow-covered rock steps. So yeah, it's not terribly chilly, but I'm warm. My face is just heat coming up through my, and you know, if you wear glasses, well, you know how that goes. So it's the way it is. Looking up into the sun. Yeah, so last bit is here. Even up there's our final destination, so let's knock this out. Tell you what, there'll be plenty of downhill on the way back. That'll be nice. Just gotta be careful, like I said, a little bit of snow up here covering the rocks, so just gotta not be in too much of a hurry. All right, we made it to the top of the mountain. More snow up here too, but I just passed someone coming down a little while ago. Asked if there's anyone else up here. She said no, so she said it was nice, quiet up here, so we will have the place to ourselves. It's okay to share, but it's not a super large overlook area, so it's one of those places where there's a lot of people, you know, it's not as enjoyable. All right, almost there. Ooh. Well, sitting in direct sunlight too. I'll turn you back on as we get closer. Yeah, it's a bit of a foggy day. The view isn't going to be crystal clear, but that's okay. Not really sure if fog is the word to use, but you can kind of see through the trees there. And down there's our first glimpse of the rock, flat rock. Yeah, it's kind of a, I don't know, kind of a weird, get a weird vibe from the weather. It's like we're in a cloud. Like over here it's blue sky, but over there we're like in a cloud yet. Kind of cool. You can see it gets a lot of traffic. It's all kind of eroded out and stuff from people being here. Wow. It's larger than what I remember. Wow. Yeah, we're still kind of in the cloud up here. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure about that cave or that rock shelter though. There's a, maybe, actually maybe right down here. But anyway, we'll check that out. Oh, it's still in the frame there. We'll check that out later though. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, it's just kind of, almost kind of spooky the way the cloud is there. But yeah, I think I can get down. Hold on a second here. I think I see people have been going down here, and there's like a, I think this is almost like an overhang. We can go down there. We'll try. I think I see people coming down, scooching down there, so we'll try that. And just a little bit. But yeah. Yeah, just thinking back to that sign, but saying, you know, this area is under surveillance. I wonder if they're referring to this area up here. Maybe they just put the sign way back there, just as a warning to people making their way up here. I don't know, just a thought. This is the kind of place you would find, you know, graffiti and trash and stuff, but it's all pretty nice. I don't see anything up here, so I don't know, maybe that's what they're referring to. Yeah, it's nice up here. Just having a little bit of snack. Just relaxing. Yeah, but it still just kind of has that eerie feeling to it. I'm not sure well that's showing up on camera. Like we're just kind of sitting on the edge of a cloud here. I can see the road I came in on down there. Because down when you drive in down there, you can look up here and see this area. But yeah. All right. Alright, so it's time to do a little bit more exploring. I think I can drop down right here safely enough and make my way down under here, see what's under here. Yeah, making our way down. Not sure if I'm going to be able to make my way back up that way, but anyway. Yeah, this is what this looks like. Up there's where we were sitting earlier. I don't really see, I'm still going to go a little bit further down carefully. See what's around the corner here. I do see quite a bit of graffiti down here though, so if they did do cleaning at the top, they didn't really come down here. Yeah, so there's nothing really cave-like. I mean, there's looking up at the flat rock itself. But kind of interesting down here. People definitely come down here. Yeah, I don't see anything really cave-like, but anyway, it looks like people have come down here quite a bit in the past. It's all kind of worn out and stuff, so I'm guessing there's probably a lot of, you know, beer bottles and all kinds of stuff smashed down here. Maybe they cleaned that all up. This drops off pretty steeply down this way. I don't know if you can see down there. So I'm getting a little bit of the EBGBs. I'm not a big fan of heights. One kind of wrong slip here, you're kind of gonna end up down there anyway. But so there could be something down below here, but I don't really see. I'm not really seeing like an easy way down there, so because it just kind of drops off over there, all around here, just drops off. So I think I'm gonna start making my way back actually, if I can. Just looking back at the view up there, the shelter or the overlook up there. So yeah, but yeah, all right, I gotta try to make my way out of here. All right, I'll get back with you. All right, we made it back up to the overlook. It's kind of cool down there, but kind of a little bit sketchy. It's always yeah. My fear of heights kind of takes over a little bit sometimes, but all right. There could be something down below where I was too, but I don't know, unless I know for sure. Like I said, my eye doctor, I'm not sure if he meant that spot right below the overlook or something even further down, but I didn't really see any trails. I was just looking further even over there. All right, but I think we'll just let that go for now. Maybe I'll send him an email with a picture. All right, but I'm gonna start making my way back, folks. But you know the drill, I probably won't, I'll film a little bit on the way back, but this was the highlight of the video. Right, I'll give you one last look. Maybe clearing up just a little bit more out there, but still kind of has that little bit of an eerie, spooky feel to it. Cloudy. I think the clouds actually are moving in this way. It used to be, there was blue earlier. There was blue sky over there. Now it's mostly the clouds are rolling in. So, all right, time to start making our way back. All right, back to that wagon wheel juncture of the trails, and we need to start going down. Make sure we take the right one. Flat Rock Trail. All right, should be a lot better going down than coming all the way up. So, or a lot easier, I should say. Well, we got up there at the right time, and started leaving at the right time. Right around the that shelter I showed you earlier. Past my first group of people, past 3 clusters of people, and then 1 other individual. So I don't know, it's close to 15 people headed up there right now. So maybe between 10 and 15, something like that. I didn't count. So yeah, it's gonna get kind of full up there. That's kind of the way it is. So people usually after lunch is when people get to these places and start to hike. So sometimes it helps to get out a little bit earlier if you want to have a place to yourself. And we're back to this junction. I think I'll just take the challenging way back. I think it's a little bit shorter. The preferred route just takes you on a little more gentle grade back down. We're going down, let's just go. All right, so that'll probably be it, folks. You can see the mountain back there that we just climbed down. And we're just, parking lot's just down here. So yeah, fun time out there today, nice hike. A little bit strenuous at times, some uphills. It's kind of rocky, but you can do it. You also don't have to take the what was it, the route, the challenging route. You can take the preferred route, which is a little bit easier. All right, but yeah, like I said, on these hikes sometimes you can get out a little bit earlier, start a little bit earlier, you can get the place to yourself. All right, but as always, thanks for coming along. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one, wherever that may be.